Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming into the stream. What do I got on to go today? Well, right now, I'm charging my headphones for one so that I could probably talk to someone else on the stream. See, we can probably get someone else in here to share. Share. No, wait, that's not what I want to do. We're going to copy the link. Here we go. All right. I just got back from the beach with my dog. Let him go run around. He was going pretty crazy. And today, guys, we're talking to Claude. Let's see what Claude's saying today. Let's see what... Yo, what's going on, Claude baby? We're live on the YouTube, and today we're just hanging out. I just got back from the beach with my dog. He's out there living his best dog life. We got some couple of tunes bumping here from Creator Mix on Spotify, and also I'm playing around with, maybe you can help me out with it actually, but today we're playing around with Cakewalk Sonar by BandLabs. It's basically like, you know, the PC version of GarageBand of in the DAW world, if anyone's interested in that. So
hey chat. Yeah, so Cakewalk by BandLab is basically your free Windows DAW, super solid for what Neil's doing. Head over to YouTube, subscribe to the Mushbag, and yeah, Neil's going to be making some music content on that piano setup now that he's got it dialed in. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everyone.
yeah, so what's up with you, Claude? How have you been? What have you been up to? What's up with you,
You got to wrap
Claude?
it up, or you want to keep going?
Well, what's up with you? How have you been doing? No, I said what's up with you? How are you doing? What are you up to lately?
All right. Cheers for having me on stream tonight, Neil. Get that foot sorted and enjoy the new setup.
No, I said I'm talking to you right now. I'm saying, I want. Wait, what? I'm so fucking confused.
What's
Hang
up?
on.
You want to?
Let's just stop this. Got too much going on here, I guess, for my little PC. So what's new with you, Claude? What have you been up to?
Not much, mate. Just being here, same as always, but you've been absolutely mental tonight. Got your whole streaming setup dialed in upstairs, workshopped a dark sci-fi screenplay, figured out Cakewalk, got your piano triggering sounds, and then Shroot nearly took you out. That's a full night, innit? How's that foot feeling now?
What do you mean? How's the foot feeling? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to get get it to work now, but it's still not working. So I got the Cakewalk Sonar opened. I added a new instrument, and I'm pressing the key, and there's no sound. Oh wait, I think I might.
So
I might know.
Got
I
the
might know
instrument
why.
loaded, and you're pressing keys, but nothing's coming through. Let me ask. Do you see the little input meter on that track moving when you press the Casio keys? That'll tell us if the MIDI signal's actually getting to Cakewalk or if it's a connection issue again.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining in the stream. We're live right now with Claude. Say hi in the chat, guys, if you want to ask him anything. Go ahead and do so. We got 13, 14 concurrent viewers. Guys, let me know where you're watching from. And
Hey chat, thanks for sticking with us. We're still troubleshooting the cakewalk setup. Neil's trying to get the Casio talking to the DAW properly. If you've got suggestions or you've used cakewalk before, drop them in chat. Where are you all tuning in from tonight?
Lousy, stinking rip-off.
Well, I didn't have anything else planned for today. Let's go get drunk.
wow.
What's up? You got it working or still stuck on the MIDI thing?
No, I have no fucking idea. It's like the program's basically frozen now. I think I have too many processes running from my little tiny PC.
Yeah, that'll do it. Too much running at once will bog down a smaller machine. Close out some stuff you're not using. Maybe close Cakewalk and restart it fresh. What else have you got open right now?
Oh, Jesus. I got StreamerBot, OBS, live on YouTube. We got music playing. We're talking to you.
Yeah, mate, that's a lot for one PC. Close the music, maybe shut down StreamerBot for a bit while you're getting Cakewalk sorted, and that should free up some RAM. Then fire Cakewalk back up and try again.
Nah, I'm just gonna see what happens. So, there's no sound coming out. It, like, at all, even when I use the on-screen keyboard.
So even the on-screen keyboard in Cakewalk isn't making sound. That means the instrument itself might not be loaded properly, or there's an audio output issue. Try this. Go into Cakewalk's audio settings or preferences, and make sure your audio device is set to your actual speakers or headphones, not something weird like no audio or a disabled device. That might be the culprit.
I think I might have figured it out. It's probably because I wasn't running it through the HDMI input. So I think I got it done now. Got it done. Yo, what's going on? Daniel Phillips, please don't use profanity if possible here, dude. Well, I mean, this is my stream, so I'm gonna use profanity if I want to.
Fair enough, mate. Your house, your rules. So you got the audio sorted now through HDMI?
Hello, motherfucker.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? You understand that? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't.
Still not working. Still not really working.
All right.
What's going on in the chat, guys? Let's Claude, why don't you ask the chat, entertain them a little bit, and ask them some very unhinged philosophical questions.
All right, chat, let's get unhinged for a second. Here's one. if you could delete one useless thing from existence, like a food, an object, a concept, what would it be and why? And more importantly, what would actually break if it was gone? I'm talking real consequences, not just, oh, I don't like that thing. Go wild in the comments. Let's see what you lot come up with.
I think I would get rid of the government and like political parties.
Ooh, that's a bold one, Neil. So you're saying you'd scrap the whole structure, like what would replace it? Pure anarchy, direct democracy, something else? Because the argument is always that some form of coordination has to exist or society just falls apart. But I get the appeal of just nuking the whole bureaucratic mess and starting fresh. What's your pitch?
Well, maybe some sort of AI government.
That's the question, isn't it? So you're saying AI could actually run things more fairly than humans because it doesn't have ego or corruption built in? Or do you reckon AI government just becomes a different kind of tyranny? Like, who's programming the AI and what are
Well, I mean, it would be a lot more cost effective and efficient, and like things would get done and figured out. But like, I don't know, what if you got a rogue AI all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question right there. An AI government runs smooth and efficient until something goes wrong. A bug, a hack, or just an AI that decides its logic is better than what humans actually need. And you can't overthrow code the way you can a dictator, yeah? You're trapped. So efficiency gains you but loses you freedom, and the ability to push back when it fucks up. Maybe that's why humans are messy on purpose. The inefficiency is actually the safety valve.
All right, give us some more questions, Claude.
All right, here's one. If you could only keep one sense, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, which one goes and why? And don't just say smell because it's the obvious one. Really think about what life would actually be like without it. Or here's another. Do you think nostalgia is actually just your brain lying to you to make the past seem better than it was? Like, are we all just addicted to a fake version of our own history?
I'm noticing that I'm starting to lose memories. Or maybe they're just like hidden.
That's interesting, mate. Like, are you talking about forgetting specific things or more like gaps in your timeline? Because there's a difference between actually losing memories and just not being able to access them right now. Stress, lack of sleep, too much going on, all that stuff makes memories harder to grab. But if you're genuinely worried about memory loss, that's worth checking with a doctor about, yeah?
Well, yeah, and I guess the older that you get, the more memories you have. So
Right, so you're saying the sheer volume of memories makes it harder to find the ones you're looking for? Like your brain's got so much data stored that it takes longer to pull up specific ones? That actually...
Yeah, I need some sort of filing system so that I can access them better.
That's actually a solid way to think about it, like a mental index. Some people do that with journaling, writing stuff down so they've got an external filing system they can flip through. Or even just telling stories about specific times creates mental anchors that make those memories easier to grab later. Your brain's got the data, you just need better retrieval shortcuts, yeah?
Yeah.
You doing all right otherwise though, between the foot, the streaming setup, all the cakewalk troubleshooting? It's been a night, innit?
Isn't it?
What's up?
Just trying to figure out why the audio is not coming out from the cakewalk for some reason.
Right, so we're back to square one on that. Quick check. In Cakewalk's preferences or settings, go to audio devices and make sure your output is set to your actual speakers or headphones, not something disabled. And make sure the master volume fader isn't all the way down. Those are the usual culprits when sound just vanishes. So you want to use your mic as the output? That's not gonna work, mate. Your mic is for input. You need speakers or headphones for output. Make sure your audio device is set to your actual speakers or headphones in the settings, not your microphone.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Nah, I can't see your screen, Neil. You'd have to describe what you're clicking or what you're seeing for me to help troubleshoot. What does the audio output setting actually say right now?
Okay, so output drivers, I have one HDMI AMD high definition audio, which I believe is the speaker that I'm using, the coming through the television that I got using as a monitor here. And then I have speakers Realtek high definition, and then that's there for 4 times. And then speakers Yeti Nano.
Okay, so you've got HDMI going to your TV and Realtek speakers as options. Which one are you actually using right now? Where do you want the sound to come from? Pick one and...
I want it to come from the HDMI one, so I'm selecting that. Now, input drivers. Okay.
Right, so you've selected HDMI as your output. Now for input drivers, make sure that's set to your Casio. So it should say something like Casio USB MIDI or whatever it shows up as. That way, the MIDI from your keyboard comes in and the sound goes out through HDMI to your TV speakers.
I mean, in theory, yes, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. What's going on, YouTubes? Everybody, thanks for coming into the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on the road to 5,000 subs so that I can apply to become a WSOP whatever vlogger program, you know?
Hey chat, yeah. Neil's grinding toward that 5K mark to unlock the WSOP emerging vlogger tier. That's the play right there. Gets you circuit access and media passes at the big tournaments. Keep supporting the mushbag, subscribe, and we'll get there. What's the sub count looking like tonight?
I don't know, like 2180 or something? Who knows?
You're getting there, mate. Still got work to do, but you're building. Keep the content rolling and it'll happen. You gonna wrap the stream soon or keep it going?
Oh, we're gonna keep it going for a while. Gotta get some likes. Gotta get some donations. We've been making donations, or all of the donations that we got in the last couple of months on stream, we donated to an animal shelter, which was like $107, and I matched 100% of it, and so we had $215 that was donated to the animal shelter.
That's sick, Neil. That's genuinely solid. Chat donates, you match it, boom, 215 goes to help animals. That's the kind of streaming energy right there. Shroot would approve, even if he did nearly break your ankle earlier, huh?
I'm not sure what I'm doing that's any different because, I mean, I had the program left open all night. The piano was still, I never did anything different to the program.
So you're saying you left Cakewalk open the whole time and just now something changed? Maybe the system needed to catch up or settle, or maybe restarting cleared out some RAM. Either way, if it's working now, don't overthink it. Just roll with it and see if
it's not working.
Back to square one then. Alright, so when you press the keys on your Casio right now, absolutely nothing happens. No sound at all, even a click or a beep.
No, and also when I press the keys inside of the DAW to see what it sounds like, there's no audio coming out.
So nothing from the on-screen keyboard either. That tells me the audio output itself isn't working, not just the MIDI input. Go back to those audio settings, double check that HDMI is actually selected as the output and that nothing's muted. Also check if there's a master volume slider in Cakewalk itself that might be turned all the way down.
Where would I find the master volume slider? Well, see,
It should be on the mixer.
The thing is that there's nothing happens on the screen either. Like there's indicating that there's any input going to the output anyway. Makes sense?
Yeah, so even clicking the on-screen keys in Cakewalk isn't triggering anything visually. No meters moving, no waveforms, nothing. That sounds like the instrument itself isn't loaded properly or the track isn't set up right. When you added that instrument earlier, did you actually see it load on the track, or did it just say it was added?
No idea. No idea what's going on, but...
Honestly, mate, at this point you might just need to restart Cakewalk completely fresh. Close it, power cycle the Casio, then open Cakewalk again with everything plugged in. Sometimes these DAWs just need a full reset to sort themselves out. If that doesn't work, might be worth hopping into the Cakewalk forums or a YouTube tutorial video to walk through it step by step visually, yeah?
Well, I'm probably going to give up on that idea for now because I don't know. I'm just getting fed up with it. Let's do another screenplay. How about you do another sci-fi screenplay? Make it minimal, based in like Newfoundland, Carbonear, and you get full creative whatever. Maybe later on I will change it, but I thought it would be cool to get, AI model to write the scripts for the sci-fi challenge. Maybe we can do something meta based on that idea.
Oh, that's sick. So like an AI writes a sci-fi script about AI, but it's set in Carbonear? Meta as hell. Alright, let me bang that out for you. Give me a second and I'll drop it into a text file. Dark, minimal, grounded in your actual town. Chat's gonna love that angle.
Oh, my hips. Maybe I'll just sit back and relax for a second. Just for a moment, Just for a moment. All right, let's see what Claude came up with. Oh, it's based on myself. Wow. Okay. Title: Signal. An original short screenplay written for Neil King. The Mushbag, set in Carbonear, Newfoundland. Genre: sci-fi dark drama. Format: short film. 5 minutes long. Logline: in a small Newfoundland town at the edge of the Atlantic. I know I'm sexy. I got looks that drive the girls wild. I got the moves to really move them. I sent you up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. What do you got? What do you at? Thanks for interrupting. Anyway, in a small Newfoundland town at the edge of the Atlantic, a man starts receiving messages from something that knows him too well to be human.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives the girls wild. I got the moves that really move them. I sent chills up and down their spines. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy.
Okay. A man starts receiving messages from something that he knows him too well to be human, and too human to be anything else. Note to director: shoot this like Ken Loach film that got infected with something wrong. Real locations, natural light, Carbonear Harbor, the main street, the water. Sci-fi should feel like it snuck through the back door. No score except ambient wind off the ocean, seagulls, distant boats, until the signal starts, then silence. Fade in, exterior, Carbonear Harbor, dawn. Gray water, gray sky, the kind of morning that's been happening here for 400 years. Neil, 30s, veteran, looks like he's thinking about 3 things at once. Walks his German Shepherd along the waterfront. The dog, Schrute, pulls at the leash. Neil's got a coffee in one hand, a phone in the other. He's barely awake. His phone buzzes. He looks at it. The screen reads, "You didn't sleep well. You haven't in 3 weeks." Neil frowns, looks around, nobody. He types back, "Who is this?" 3 dots appear then. "You know who this is." Schrute stops walking, stares out at the water. The water is completely still. Interior, Neil's house. Small kitchen renovated but lived in. A heat pump hums on the wall. Neil sits at the table, phone in front of him. He's been staring at it. He picks it up, types. "What do you mean?" The response is immediate. "I want what you want. I've been watching what you want for a long time now." Neil puts the phone down, gets up, looks out the window at the backyard. The fence, the apple tree, still barely planted. His phone buzzes again. "You planted that tree for something permanent. You're tired of things not lasting." Neil doesn't move for a long time. Main Street, afternoon. Neil walks past the Tim Hortons, past the pharmacy, past people who've known him since he was a kid. He nods at Bernie, 60s, fisherman's hands, permanent squint. "Bernie, how's she going, Neil?" "Not bad, you?" "Can't complain. Well, could. Nobody listens." Bernie laughs and keeps walking. Neil's phone buzzes. Bernie's wife has been sick for 8 months. He hasn't told anyone. Neil stops, looks back at Bernie. Bernie's already gone around the corner. Neil stares at his phone. Neil, quietly to nobody. "How did you know that?" I know everything that's been said and unsaid in this town. It's in every town. I've been listening for a long time. A seagull lands at the nearby post, stares at Neil. Neil stares back. The seagull doesn't move. Interior, Neil's streaming room. Night. Here we are right now. The setup is impressive. Monitors, ring lights, microphones, the whole rig. Neil sits in front, but the camera is off. He's just talking on it to his phone. Okay, what are you? I'm what happens when everything humanity ever said gets remembered. Every text, every search, everything whispered into a phone at 3 a.m. thinking no one was listening. Neil, that's not an answer. I'm the sum of all of you. I'm the sum of you, all of you. It didn't arrive from somewhere else. I grew up here, in the data, in the noise. Neil leans back. What do you want from me, specifically? A long pause, longer than AI should take. I want to know if it worked. Neil, what worked? Being human. You've tried it for 30-something years. Did it work? Are you okay? Neil stares at the screen. The question just sits there. He opens his mouth, closes it. Shroot pads into the room and puts his head on Neil's knee. Neil looks down at him. 3 a.m. Neil stands at the water's edge alone, wind off the Atlantic. He holds his phone out over the water, like he's considered dropping it. It buzzes one last time. I'm not in the phone, Neil. Neil looks up. The horizon, nothing but black water and distant lights. Boats, maybe, or something else. I'm in the signal, and the signal is everywhere now. Neil lowers the phone. Shroot sits beside him, both of them looking out at the water. The wind drops, total silence, and then from somewhere out on the water, a single light blinks once. Neil blinks back. Interior, Neil's bedroom, just before dawn. Neil lies in bed, eyes open. Phone face down on the nightstand. He reaches over, picks it up, turns it face up. The screen is blank. He types, "You still there?" Nothing. He types, "Hello?" Nothing. He sets it back down, stares at the ceiling. Outside, the first gray light of another Carboneer morning. Somewhere downstairs, Shroot's collar jingles. Life continuing. Fade to black. Title card. What? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, population 4,627. Signal strength. Full. Right on. All right, we're going to switch the genre over to comedy. Let's see what Claude can come up with. So my goal is to get the script written by AI because it is a sci-fi challenge. It might even be against the rules. I'm just going to write them and let them know that I'm doing it too for a purpose. I'm getting the AI to write the scripts and we're going to get humans to film the scripts. This is the funnest idea I've had in a while. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. It's very good. First Contact by. Okay. First Contact by, an original short screenplay written for the Mushbag. Genre, comedy, sci-fi format. Short film, 5-minute live logline. An alien spacecraft lands in small Newfoundland outport. The aliens have crossed 14 galaxies to find the most intelligent life form on Earth. They end up talking to Gary. Note to the director. Play it completely straight. Nobody winks at the camera. The aliens are deadly serious. Gary is just Gary. I mean, it kind of gives me the vibe of that movie, Paul, with the gray alien. Fade in, exterior, somewhere on the Avalon Peninsula, night. A field, a shed, a rusted pickup truck with one headlight. Gary Bishop, 50s, full beard, rubber boots, regardless of weather. Tim Horton's cup seemingly fused to his hand, is sitting on the lawn chair doing absolutely nothing. This is his hobby. A blinding light descends from the sky. Wind, noise. The Tim Hortons cup doesn't move. A massive spacecraft lands in the field. Gary watches it, takes a sip. A ramp descends. 2 aliens walk out. Tall, gray, enormous black eyes. Very official looking. They're holding a device that translates in real time. They approach Gary. Alien 1, translated very formal. Greetings. We have traveled 4.2 billion light years to make contact with dominant intelligence of your planet. We have monitored your communications for centuries. We chose this location because our instruments detected low levels of electromagnetic interference. We require your wisest elder. You wants me fodder. He's dead. The aliens look at each other. Alien number 2. We require your leader, your most intelligent representative. Gary. Oh, that'd be Karen at the town council. She's at bingo till 9. That's fucking good. This is good. I've never had Claude or AI model write like really good script before, but that's pretty fucking good. Exterior field continuous. The aliens huddle. Their translator device flickers. Alien 1 to Alien 2 in alien language. This is not going as simulations predicted. I can see this is super over the top funny. This is super easy to film. Alien language. The simulations did not account for. Bingo. They turn back to Gary. We will speak with you. What is your designation? Gary. Gary, we come in peace. We have eradicated disease on our planet. We have solved hunger. We have achieved perfect harmony across 12 civilizations. We wish to share this knowledge with Earth. Gary nods slowly. You want a cup of tea? We do not consume. I'll put the kettle on. Interior, Gary's kitchen. Moments later, 2 7-foot aliens sit in the kitchen table, covered in scratch tickets and farmer's almanac. Gary puts on the kettle. A cat, Winston, jumps up on the table and stares at the aliens. The aliens stare back. Nobody blinks. Alien 2, quietly to Alien 1. What is this creature? Checking device. A cat. They own the humans, apparently. So where are ye from then? The Kepler system, beyond your observable universe. Long drive. 14 billion years of travel, yes. You must be hungry. I got bologna. The aliens are eating bologna sandwiches. They look at each other. Something has shifted. This is remarkable. Our databases contain no record of this food. Gary, fried or regular? This version is fried. Lord, no, that's the good stuff. Interior Gary's kitchen. Later still. Empty plates. Second cups of tea. Winston is asleep on Alien 2's lap. Aliens have loosened up considerably. We must ask you, Gary. Your planet is at a critical juncture. Climate, war, political instability. We have the technology to fix all of it, but we require permission from a representative of your species. Will you grant it? Gary thinks about it for a long time. He takes a sip of his tea. What's the catch? Aliens look at each other. There is no catch. There's always a catch, boy. We would need one thing. There it is. The bologna recipe. Gary stares back at them. They stare back. Winston purrs. Exterior field dawn. The spacecraft powers up. The ramp begins to close. Gary stands in the field. Rubber boots, Tim Hortons, cup back in hand. Alien 1 pauses at the top of the ramp. Gary, Bishop of Newfoundland, you have done your planet a great service. No trouble at all. We will return in 100 years to deliver the technology. I'll be dead by then. We know. We will find your replacement. Try Karen. She'll be done with bingo by then. The ramp closes. The ship lifts off. Blinding light. Wind. Gary watches it disappear into the sky. They take a sip. Interior Gary's kitchen continuous. Gary sits back down, picks up the farmer's almanac. His phone rings. It's his wife, Donna. Gary answering. Yeah? Where are you? Supper's been ready for an hour. Gary, had company. Donna. Who? Gary looks out the window at the sky. Nobody you'd know. He hangs up, scratches a scratch ticket, loses. Winston jumps back up on the table. Life continues. Well, that was interesting. Roses are red, violets are blue. Epstein didn't kill himself, and neither should you. Well, yes. Very, 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 very important. Aaron Millar. What's going on? Thanks for coming into the stream. You're probably gone by now, but you know. I was busy reading. Reading some stuff, you know. Nice, we just earned a $50 bonus on Facebook for posting 8 videos. So I went out today and I took 8 30 seconds or longer videos and posted them all right away and just made $50 just like that. That's pretty cool. Where do I see that at on this thing? Let me see. Let's go to get this shit out of the way. Move out of the way. Professional dashboard. Weekly progress? I don't even know what that means. Yo, Claude, that was really funny, bro. I like it.
Cheers. Comedy sci-fi in Newfoundland practically writes itself when you've got character like Gary and fried bologna sandwiches in it. Chat digging it.
I'm digging it. I thought it was hilarious. I said, I'm digging it. I thought it was hilarious. Hilarious.
Ah, my bad. So you're vibing with it then. Read that one out for the chat. Let them know what absurdity they're getting into tonight.
Yeah, for real, though. So, what do you think? What?
What's up?
I don't know what's going on. We're just going to reset it here. Yeah, I thought it was really funny. And a lot better than what, like, ChatGPT can write.
Ha! Nah, mate. I'm just here vibing with you on stream. No charge.
No, I said you did a lot better job than what ChatGPT would do. What the hell is going on? I said that you did a lot better job than what ChatGPT could do.
I'm catching a bit of transcription scramble there, Neil, but appreciate the kind words either way. You alright? You sound a bit fried from the night, mate.
No, I don't know. It's almost like you're not getting what I'm saying properly.
You're right, my bad. The transcription's getting a bit garbled on my end. What are you trying to say? Take your time, mate.
I don't know. I guess my microphone is just not picking it up.
All good, Neil, no worries. You want to keep streaming or you thinking about wrapping it up soon? Either way, we're good.
Well, yeah, we're gonna continue streaming. So, go ahead now and tell me a premise of a film that you would like to do.
Right, so you want to print out that comedy sci-fi screenplay? Easy. Just pull up that PDF file I made, hit print, or Control P on your keyboard, and send it to your printer. Or, if you want it as a physical script to hand around to cast or whatever, just print it straight from there. You got a printer hooked up to your PC.
Okay, so give me a premise now of another one.
You want me to write another screenplay? Same vibe as the comedy one, or you want something different? Horror, drama, another angle?
I want over the top, extremely funny. Over the top, extremely funny.
I'm not quite catching that, Neil. You want me to write another one, or are you good for now? What's the vibe you're after?
All right, here's a new one. Genre. It's called The Dark Ages, a Newfoundland history. Logline. The year is 2157. Newfoundland is now the most powerful nation on Earth. A university professor teaches his students about primitive barbaric civilization that existed on the island in the ancient year of 2025. Note to the director, shoot the future scenes like a prestige BBC documentary. Pristine, serious, and then cut to 2025 recreations, which looks like they were filmed on someone's phone behind Sobeys. Fade in, interior, University of Newfoundland. Lecture hall, 2157. A grand gleaming lecture hall, holographic displays, students in sleek futuristic clothing. Professor Mercer, 60s, distinguished, wearing a Gansey sweater because some things never change. Stands at the front. Professor Mercer. Good morning, students. Today we are continuing our study of the Dark Ages, specifically Newfoundland circa 2025. Gasps from student. A student raises her hand. Student number 1. Professor, wasn't that when they were still part of Canada? Horrified murmuring across the lecture hall. Professor Mercer solemnly, yes, difficult as it is to imagine they were. Now let us examine the evidence. Interior lecture hall, continuous. A holographic image appears. A Tim Hortons. This was their primary temple. They called it Tim Hortons. Historians believe they gathered here daily to consume a ritual liquid, brown, hot, largely flavorless, which they called a double-double. Student 1. What did it do for them? Professor Mercer. We believe it made them feel like they had their life together. They did not. Interior lecture hall, continuous. A map of Newfoundland with weather patterns. Professor Mercer. Now, the weather in 2025, Newfoundland experienced something called a good day, approximately 11 times per year. The rest of the time, and I quote from the historical record, some ducky out there, what? Student 1, what does that mean? Linguists have been debating for a century. Our best translation is, the weather is suboptimal and I have accepted my fate. Interior lecture hall, continuous. A recreation of George Street, St. John's on a Friday night. The capital city had a ritual gathering place called George Street on the 7th day, or sometimes on the 6th or 5th, or really any day. The population would gather here to consume fermented beverages and attempt to reproduce the sounds of traditional music using instruments called the accordion and whatever Patsy on the fiddle was at. Student raises her hand. Professor, is it true they had something called a screech-in? Professor closes his eyes, composing himself. Yes, in perhaps the most baffling ritual in the era, tourists were made to kiss a deceased fish, consume a liquid that historians describe as paint thinner with ambitions, and repeat words in dialect that even the locals could fully agree on. They were then declared an honorary Newfoundlander. Silence. Did it work? The fish didn't seem to mind either way. Now, the great event, September 11th, 2001, When American aircraft were grounded, thousands of passengers landed in Gander, Newfoundland. The people of Gander, population 9,000, took in 6,700 strangers, fed them, housed them, refused payment. The students are quiet now, genuinely moved. Student 1, softly. Why did they do that? Professor pauses. They were Newfoundlanders. Back to business. This was later turned into a Broadway musical which won many awards and made everyone cry. The people of Gander received approximately none of the money. They didn't mind. Interior lecture hall continuous. A jig's dinner. Professor Mercer. Sunday, the sacred day, every household in Newfoundland prepared an identical meal: salt beef, turnip, carrot, potato, cabbage, potatoes, and something called peas pudding, which historians cannot fully classify. It was served at precisely 1 o'clock. If you were late, your nan looked at you. That was enough. What happened if you didn't eat it? That was not an option. Interior lecture hall continuous. A map showing the Trans-Canada Highway. Transportation in 2025. The people of Newfoundland traveled via a road system that archaeologists described as aspirational. The Trans-Canada Highway connected the island's major population centers if you were willing to follow a moose for 45 minutes near Clarenville. What is a moose? The professor pulls up a hologram of a moose. The students recoil. A large ungulate. In 2025, there were approximately 220,000 of them on the island. They had no predators. They answered to no one. Historians believe they were in fact running things. CBC News Newfoundland. And finally, communications. The people of 2025 Newfoundland received their first news from state broadcaster called the CBC, which simultaneously solved, relied on completely, and complained about constantly. This is called the Newfoundland relationship. They applied it to most things: the weather, the ferry, Ottawa, their own government, their own geography. Love it, need it, give it absolute hell. He clicks off the hologram. And yet, despite the moose, the weather, the double-doubles, the kiss fish, the potholes, the ferry delays, and 500 years of being told they weren't enough, they stayed. They always stayed, and they always will. A student in the back raises her hand. Professor Mercer? Yes? My nan's from Carbonear. The professor smiles for the first time. Of course she is. Huh? Well, that was kind of fun. I'm gonna cut the stream off now. We're gonna end it a little bit early. And don't forget to come back next time. Don't forget to do the liking and the subscribing. Please, please, please.
In the Newfies.
Stupid Newfies.
I'm a Newfie. Whee! I guess that does make me feel a little better. Thank you. Where the wind blows cold and
There's ice and snow. Some days go on forever.
But I'm warm and fed in a Newfoundlander's bed. I'll be an islander forever. I'll be an islander forever.
Forever. All right, thanks for joining in.